Hey, hi, hello, my name's Alexis, and today we're going to play palette bingo. I'm going to use the Anastasia Prism palette today. I will link a video down below to Emily Noel, who I believe is who invented palette bingo, but basically you take a palette, you pick random numbers that correspond to colors in the palette, and then you have to use those 5 colors to create an eyeshadow look. Gets you kind of out of the box, makes you do something maybe you wouldn't think of doing, use colors that you wouldn't think to put together, blah blah blah. She did this with one of those big like 88 color palettes, but you can definitely do this with like any kind of palette, so I'm just going to use Prism today. And I will leave a list down below of all of my other palettes that I have not done this with, because I want this to be like a series. So if you have a certain palette that you want to see this done with, then let me know in the comments. But this is where we're going to start somewhere a little bit safe. The only scary shade is this one right here. Sphere. Still haven't touched it. So I have a random number generator, oops, on my phone here that I accidentally closed. So I have 1 through 14 that it'll generate a number from, and then whatever shade that corresponds to is the color I will use. So I numbered it 1 starting from Lucid up here down to 7, which is Obsidian, and then 8 is Dimension, and then over to 14, which is Lure. Okay, let's see. And so I'm gonna pick numbers now, and then when I'm doing my foundation and stuff, it'll give me some time to think about what the heck I want to do with these. So the first number I got, you're not gonna be able to see it because it's on my phone, is 10. 8, 9, 10, which is Pyramid. Next, so I'm going to do 5 numbers. Next is 12, which is Saturn. So we got a matte and a shimmer. Next, number 3 is 6. Oh no. Oh no, 6 is Sphere. I gotta figure out what to do with that now. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, color number 4 is 2, which is Eden. And the last color is 13, which is Eternal. Okay, so with Eden and Saturn, we definitely have a transition and a crease shade. I mean, Eternal I can just put on the lid. Pyramid I could highlight with. It's just Sphere. I don't know what to do with that color, because the only time I've ever seen it used is like just shoved on the lower lash line, and I don't want to do that. Alright, so I'm going to put my foundation and stuff on, and I'll come back to you and we'll figure out what to do with that Sphere shade together. Okay. Base done, brows done, eyes primed, we're going to move on to the fun stuff. I just set my eyes with a little bit of translucent powder, so I didn't have to use another shade from the palette, which is something you can do. You can add other shades to your look if need be, if you feel that you need one. So that's that. Just make sure you're actually using all the shades that you picked. So I'm going to start with Eden here as my transition color. See, that worked out so well for me. Probably never going to be that lucky ever again. So I'm just going to chuck this in and above my crease. And then next I'm going to take Saturn. And I'm not going to put that on like the on the outer corner like I usually would. I'm just going to deepen up the crease with that. I'm just going to shove it in there. And blend it. Next I'm going to take Eternal and just put that all over my lid. I'm stuttering. I can't speak English today. I'm just going to press this on. Very fiery look we have going on. I like it. So next I'm going to take, and I'm going to do this because I just literally have no idea what else to do with it. I'm going to take Sphere and just put it on my lower lash line. I don't understand why they put this color in here. Like, this should have been in Subculture and not in this one. It's very strange. I need to pick up more, apparently. Very light, pale shade. Oh, there we go. See, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. Normally I would just leave whatever's on my blending brush to help blend out the lower lash line, but I don't want that lower lash line to turn into some weird, even weirder color than it is now, so I'm going to wipe my brush off and blend it out a little bit. It's just a weird color. And then I'm finally going to finish off with Pyramid on the inner corner. I'm just going to press that right in here. I feel like I have like a weird rainbow thing going on now. I actually kind of like the way that turned out, eyeshadow wise. I thought I was going to have to add sphere somewhere else to like tie it all together, but I like how it looks. So I'm going to finish off the eyes off camera with some black liner, my tight line and my waterline, and some mascara. So here are the eyes done. I actually really like how they turned out. Like I said, it's almost not even a rainbow. It reminds me of like fruit. Do you see what I mean? Like oranges and limes and a lemon. Anyways, I really like how this turned out. So we're going to finish off the face. Since the eyes are really warm, I'm going to contour and bronze with the Smashbox palette that I have rather than what I normally would, because I need a bit warmer bronzer for this look, I think. So first I'm going to contour with the contour shade. This thing that I have is from the MasterClass palette, but the contour bronze highlight shades that they have in here are literally the same as the regular contour kit that they sell. So first I'm going to give myself a cheekbone, because I need one. Whoops. Whoops. just blend it. And then I'm going to use the bronze shade. Give myself some color. And then for blush, I'm just going to stick with this palette, whoops, and use this shade here, which is Guava. For highlight, I'm going to use Fenty Mean Money and Hustler Baby, and I'm just going to use the Hustler Baby side. Cheekbone, and around the brow, a little down the nose, and then of course I'm going to pile it onto my Cupid's bow. Because why not? And then for lips, I'm just going to use one of the Melted Mattes from Too Faced. This is in Sellout. And so here is the finished look with Palette Bingo featuring the Anastasia palette. I really like how this turned out. That sphere shade scared me, but like I see why it works on the lower lash line now. I literally can't think of where else you would even put that. But I still like how it looks. Maybe not the most creative thing, because you know, these colors all worked together and it really worked out for me this time, but I still really like how it turned out. I'm liking it. So that was Palette Bingo. Again, I will list all of my other palettes down below, so if there's a certain one that you want to see, you can let me know what you want to see next with this, because I do want to go through like every palette that I have, and I have a ton of palettes to do this with, just to like get me out of my comfort zone and maybe try something that I haven't tried before. Yeah, so that was that. Let me know what else you want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All the links to all my social media will be down in the description, so check me out there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again soon.